Schultz, and I will be speaking on why I think college athletes should not be paid. Many people think that college athletes should be paid because they put all their time and effort into the sport they play, and they don't have enough time to pay for the expenses that they need while in college. This is a very good reason, but there are many reasons why college athletes should not be paid. One reason is that colleges, they don't have enough money to pay the athletes. I mean, many people think this isn't true, but in reality, there is just as much money going out of the college as there is coming into the college. For example, in an article from listland.com titled Top 10 Reasons Why College Athletes Should Not Be Paid, about 6 years ago, Rutgers University paid for $102 million to expand their football stadium. They did this to bring more money into the program. But the deficit for their athletic program today is about $36 million, which is about losing $1 every second for an entire year. Another reason is that there really isn't a fair way to pay college athletes. I mean, you can't pay every player on every team in every sport because there's many players that are better than other players. There's many players that don't really play as much as other players. And so there really isn't a fair way. And plus, that would be way too much money if you had to pay all the players equally. It's really not fair. There are also many questions to think about when you think about the situation. One question is, what if an athlete was hired and the more time they spent playing the sport, would they get paid more, or would they get paid with how many plays they make? Would they get paid with however much time they put into the sport, that how much time they practice? I mean, there's really just a lot of things to think about. Another question is that what if an athlete was getting paid he was getting paid a lot of money and he or she got hurt? What would you do? I mean, there are a lot of questions that come to mind whenever you think about this situation, but those are the most important ones that I think about. Also, playing college sports is not a job. You don't go to college to play college sports. You go to college to get a degree. And when you earn a degree, then you can think about what you're going to do after college. If you're good enough in the sport that you play in college, you can maybe go play at the next level. But if you can't, then you get a degree and you go get a job after college so that you can make money. Playing college sports is just a privilege. I mean, it's a fun thing to do. Also, the NCAA is a non-profit organization. So their main goal is to make sure to offer the educational things that the student athletes need, like they don't pay the athletes to play a sport. As athletes, these students are provided with gyms to work out in, clothes and equipment, free health insurance for injuries, food, and most importantly, free tuition. Being paid a salary versus all of the things I just listed sounds much better, right? Wrong. Being paid, as I mentioned in my last video, being paid a salary is you would have to pay taxes with the salary. So actually getting all the things that I just listed and is way more better than getting paid a salary. Also, in an article from Daily Local News, in an article titled "Why College Athletes Shouldn't Be Paid," the athletes are actually compensated by their scholarships that they get from colleges. They don't have to worry about textbooks or living situations on campus or loans or what was another one? Meal plans. So basically, these athletes, they get to play their sport without all of the added expenses of college students. I mean, of course, you have to think about the athletes that are getting paid, the athletes that want to buy different clothes for themselves, like nicer clothes, or the ones that want to go buy themselves nice meals. But I mean, that's not really, that's a choice. That isn't something that, it's not a necessity that you need for college or for yourself. So in reality, it's really just a great thing to have with the scholarship, because it pays for mostly everything that you need as a college student. In all truthness, I think that college athletes should not be paid because of all the reasons I already said, but playing a college sport is really a privilege. I mean, I can't stress that enough. You don't go to college or play college sports as a job. You don't do it to get paid. If you're good, then you go play at the next level, and then you can get paid. Thank you for listening to my speech.